Hi you guys, today was our first week of homeschool for the 2019-2020 school year, and we just finished up our first week today, and I wanted to go over with you and give you guys an update on how it went in some of the subjects. So I wanted to show you how it went with teaching textbooks for my daughter. Now if you guys have seen my sixth grade choices for 2019-2020, you would have seen that I had chosen Saxon to use for that, but since I made that video, I won a giveaway for a 12-month subscription to Teaching Textbooks 3.0. So I've wanted to try it for years, and this was the perfect opportunity. So we're going to give it a try. We have used Saxon all along, but I think we need something different for my daughter. She has struggled with Saxon, especially once we got to these books. She did fine with Saxon K 1, 2, and 3, but once we got to Saxon Math 5, 6, and 6, 5, it was much more difficult for her, and I think this will work out better for her. So this is the ebook, they call it. So even though it's a subscription and it is online, you do have access to the workbook that you can print out. So that's what this is. This is a printed out ebook, and the reason that I really wanted this printed out is so that when the student gets to things like this, then the student doesn't have to copy it again on a piece of paper and then do it. I think it would be just much more difficult for the student to get through everything when they have to constantly be rewriting everything down on a separate piece of paper. So this is really nice to be able to print it up, and then they can just have it right there and just work out the problem right there. So we have done this for 1 week now. We have done 5 lessons, so all week we did it. And my first thoughts about teaching textbooks compared to Saxon is that it is easier to understand, I would say. With Saxon, sometimes even I, as an adult and as the parent, had difficulty understanding exactly what they were trying to say in the Saxon lessons, and sometimes the Saxon word problems confused even me, even in the 4th grade book. So these word problems in here seem much more understandable, more straightforward, and I would definitely say that it is not as strenuous and as difficult. Now, if you want a strenuous and more challenging math program, then definitely go with Saxon, and a lot of people do like that it is a really rigorous program. But for my daughter, I think this is going to work out better for her. She understands it, and that's really important. She survived the Saxon books, but without really fully understanding what was going on. So the first 5 lessons that we did this week covered Roman numerals, just writing up to like millions and billions and how to do that, place values, and then carrying and addition, pretty much, were the first 5 lessons in here. And so she would watch the lecture, and then she would, what she did was she used the workbook, not these ones, obviously, I didn't want to show you her work, but then she would do it all in the paper, and then I actually checked it for her. Also, with the subscription, you can print out the answer key. And so I just checked him for her, and then we went over everything that was wrong. I just really wanted to make sure that she really understood what was going on. So to compare the Saxon 6th grade book to this one, so I just showed you this did Roman numerals, adding and place values up to like millions and billions. And let me show you what Saxon covers in there. This is for 7th grade or advanced 6th grade, and this is math 7. So I suppose this is 7th grade math, but my daughter is in 6th grade, but because she's been using Saxon, I think it got her a little bit ahead. So let me show you the first 5 lessons in here so you can compare, like this is more rigorous and this is covering more. So the first lesson covers addition, subtraction, like all of these concepts. And that's lesson 1, and lesson 2 is multiplying and dividing already. And then lesson 3 is missing numbers. So you're using like the, where is it? Like the N in there, like that. And then you can see how much faster this book is going. Missing numbers in multiplication and in division, and orders of operation. So this is going much more quickly. Now, this is going to cover those things. I did look in, and it does cover all those things, but it just does it in a slower pace and not so overwhelming. This also has 30 problems each day. Let's see. This one has 25. So 25 to 30, but in teaching textbooks, I think it has 20. This one has 21. So that is how this looks compared to Saxon, and that is how our first week using teaching textbooks has gone. Now, last year my daughter cried every day doing math for half the school year. Doing teaching textbooks this week, she didn't cry a single time. So this is definitely better for both of us, and I'm really happy with it so far. So that is how this has gone for us this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.